especially the online desk, it's quite different. They focus mainly on fast-paced, authentic content, right? Which, of course, we shouldn't shy away from the element of staying true to our integrity when it comes to journalism by still keeping up with the fast-paced content in a sense, right? While as from Content Hub, we were focusing a bit more on prolonged content, which is currently pre-packaged. We dive right deep into it, take more time to basically produce it in a sense, which is a little bit more different from the one that I'm expected to do on the online desk.
Yeah. Of course, with fast-paced content, we also have to strike a balance between being accurate and breaking the news. Sometimes I think that we are so obsessed with breaking the news, but then you realize, oh, we made a mistake. We have to recall the story. So how do you ensure that you maintain that balance between saying, well, is the story true? Is it accurate? All the facts right before we break it? Talk to us a bit about that and how you adapt it.
We have a team, thankfully, for that. There is a structure that we have to follow, a team of reporters and journalists that also go out in the field by giving us all these facts. So we are qualified and we know exactly what we're doing in a sense, right? We don't just necessarily hop on and just spread the information. We have some connections and networks that we basically communicate to confirm if this information are very factual and so forth. So that is how we plan out with our content. Before we actually place it online, it has to go through a structure and it has to go through multiple of individuals that are very, very professional in what they do in a sense.
Talk to us a bit about TikTok. We know that TikTok is definitely a game changer in terms of, as far as content creation is concerned, but it's always been seen as a fun content, what you call it, platform. What difference, what makes TikTok stand out, and who are we targeting actually as our prime audience? Because you get a lot of young people, I don't want to generalize, but many young people are like, I don't watch NBC TV. But do you think that harnessing the power of TikTok, are we going to have a much more younger audience going forward?
I feel like it's a misconception where people assume that content is just being consumed by the younger audience on TikTok. Because on TikTok, you get variety of content on there. We have mini documentaries that cut up that are placed on there. It's just that it's quicker to receive. Some, as we say, our attention span is getting shorter and shorter as we evolve through life in a sense. But of course, we can't also shy away from the fact that the nation is made up of majority of our nation is basically made out of the youth. And they love this TikTok because it's quite fast-paced and it's a different way to consume content in a sense, right? I mean, we can't run away from the digital space that is constantly evolving, getting bigger, drawing in more apps. We can't run away from that whole aspect of it. So we have to find ways that we deliver this content to our audience. And of course, as you mentioned, the majority of them are youth, but we also have our like-minded individuals that are also consuming content from TikTok because they don't just cater to the youth. And also the idea of the youth is just into the fun content. Not necessarily, because TikTok is just a different style of delivering this content. It doesn't matter what type of content that we're delivering, but it's just a different style of it. It can be news in a sense, right? It can also be fun, light-hearted content, but we don't just do light-hearted content on TikTok.